My name is Hannah Grover. I work with the Signature Experiences Department at Thanksgiving Point. Let's talk about some quilts. Garden of Quilts is a really exciting event we do here at Thanksgiving Point. We have quilts hung all throughout our garden, and it's such a beautiful, exciting experience for quilters all around. One of my favorites was it was like a My Traveling quilt, and some person essentially made like a coat jacket out of a quilt, and it was just so exciting. Another one I thought was really sweet was we had a man send in his late wife's quilt called Wanda's Irises, and it's a beautiful quilt, and it's just, he did it all in her honor, and that's kind of the whole spirit of Garden of Quilts, is remembering people from all around. So what we do when we get the quilts is we tag them. We just want to make sure that we have the correct artist, the correct quilt. We just never want to lose any of them. So once they're tagged, we can kind of move them around, and we have a couple of themed areas in the garden. So we have a children's themed area, we have floral themed, and we just kind of sort them out depending on how they look. So much goes into planning Garden of Quilts. We have classes that we do. There's a whole week of classes before the actual show. We have, and I believe we're having about 77 different classes for this upcoming event. We have over 500 quilt submissions that people send in, and so we kind of gather those, sort those out. And just on the Thanksgiving Point side of things, we've got to make sure our campus is ready to go for such a big crowd. I think the classes and vendors are kind of what make the event. They help bring the character, the excitement. The classes are just a way to get people even more excited about something that they already love and teach them more skills that they can use with their other quilts, and the vendors help make that possible and bring in all of the right equipment, the right tools that make people just so excited. The Thanksgiving Point Garden of Quilts is extremely unique because no other events are done in gardens like this. They're usually kind of indoors, isolated, but we just have them out in nature and out already surrounded by beauty, and it just adds to it and makes it such an exciting and unique experience. My favorite thing about Garden of Quilts is actually reading all of the submissions that people turn in with their quilts, because they talk about the process that went into making the quilt and all the things they loved about it and these cool little tidbits of facts. And I just think people dedicate so much time and love to these quilts, and I think that just makes it so beautiful and exciting. I think one of the most difficult things about Garden of Quilts is just getting our campus ready for such a huge amount of people. We just have so many moving parts and so many moving things, but we're able to do it, and we pull through every year and make it so exciting and hopefully better than last year. I hope that people take away from Garden of Quilts just a love and excitement for quilting. They want to go home and try something new because of a new design they've seen, or just try quilting new altogether. It's a great way to develop a love for a whole new hobby. I really enjoy working in my department, Signature Experiences, because we get to deal with so many different events. It's exciting to work with Garden of Quilts and then turn around a couple months later and do something huge like Luminaria. It's always something new every time of year, and it makes it really exciting. The skills and passions I have in this job are really surrounded around creating, organizing, and planning. I love that whole process, and especially at Thanksgiving Point, we get to be creative with our things and bring in new elements to Luminaria, bring in new elements to Garden of Quilts, and it just makes it adds a personal aspect to it that just helps make you really proud of the event. Thanks so much for watching. We look forward to seeing you guys at Garden of Quilts.